welcome to my New York City realistic or as realistic as possible morning routine. I'm going to start out this video by prefacing that what might be realistic for me may not be realistic for you, but that is totally okay because we are all special human being creatures, things that live on this earth that are unique, special, and different. So with that, we're going to jump right into the morning routine and do a little rewind back to 5 a.m. when I actually wake up. Sometimes I really wonder why I do this to myself sometimes. It is currently 5:15 a.m. and I feel like death and my room is cold because it is cold as shit in New York City right now. Technically, I woke up at 4:45 a.m. to set up the I am now waking up shot in every single one of these morning routine videos, but hey, I am not about to film an 8-hour time lapse of me drooling in my sleep and then actually waking up. My SD card would literally kill me. So this is as realistic as it will get. As much as I question why do I do this to myself every morning, I try to wake up and get out of bed immediately. The longer I stay in my warm bed, the more I want to stay there forever, so it's kind of like ripping off a band-aid. I usually have only 10 minutes to put on like 5 layers of workout clothes so I don't freeze to death, and then I brush my teeth, wash my face, and temporarily just go for a simple moisturizer as I know I will shower after training and before work. I am also a competitive adult figure skater if you're new to my channel, so I have to figure out how to balance a competitive sport along with working a 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. typically job essentially, so I will my ass out of bed every morning and do 2 hours of training. Depending on the day, I might go to a variety of rinks in the New York City area to train, and usually my mode of transportation are my 2 whole legs. I swear to God, if I made some budgeting calculations, my legs save me so much goddamn money. I run anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes as a warm-up until I get to the rink. I usually eat breakfast after my workout / figure skating training, but I do like to drink a glass of water because I feel super dehydrated every morning. Also, I drink half a cup of really concentrated instant coffee from Trader Joe's because it's really goddamn early and I also don't have time to make real coffee in the morning, so this is a fast and efficient way to slap myself awake. I run anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes as a warm-up until I get to the rink and try not to slip and die in these current icy conditions. Sometimes I really wonder, why the hell do I do this to myself? Then I do a bit of dynamic warm-up and light stretching before I get on the ice, and I train for 2 hours and then I book it back home as fast as possible so I am not late for work. Currently, I'm mostly working on some of my spins, including the layback spin, layback variations, the sit spin to the back sit, which every time I do, I feel like I'm about to die. Camel spins, camel spin variations, and then a lot of exercises leading to the hardest jump variation in skating called the axel. So if you are not a figure skater or not familiar with figure skating, I probably just threw a shitload of jargon at you and I am so sorry, but quick plug, if you do want to learn more about my figure skating journey, you can watch my video on how I train like an Olympic figure skater for 30 days. like a potato again, but at least the sun is up and people are around. Time for me to run back so I can make work on time. Woo. Once I get home, I immediately hop in the shower, cue the camera angle change because no peeking. I use my favorite gentle face wash, the Matcha Hemp Face Wash from Crave Beauty, started by fellow YouTube creator Leah Yu, and it's the best stuff for my acne-prone skin, and I probably went through 5 of these already like crack. I use this shampoo and conditioner from Nexus that I ordered off of Amazon, low-key, just because it was the best price deal. Because honestly, I could give less of a crap about my hair these days. My theory is the less I care about it, the healthier it is. For body wash, I typically just use this cheap Dove stuff, but I got a sample of this Honey I Washed a Kids one from Lush, and it smells like I'm bathing in literal dessert heaven. Lastly, I put some of this in shower hair styler by Living Proof, and it makes your hair dry flawlessly. So big fan because it's super low effort. Usually when I shower, I like to blast some audiobook or podcast just because I find it oddly therapeutic and just in general a great way to wake up and ease my brain into operating before I start working. Then I just kind of continue to listen to my audio content while I slap on some skincare stuff for my acne prone face. We'll do a skincare routine video if you guys want, but generally it consists of a chemical exfoliant, some serums and creams, moisturizer, sunscreen, and this caffeine eye serum so I don't look like a zombie. My caffeine addiction runs so deep that it's even in my skincare. I usually don't wear makeup for work from home, but some days I still do a little if I have a client call where I have to go on video. Usually I just like to do something super natural and simple. I start by covering some redness, which my skin has a lot of, with this matte NARS concealer, and then I finish it off with this translucent powder from Milk. Then I fill in my brows with this Anastasia Brow Wiz brow pencil that I've been using since like the freaking 9th grade. Then I just use some very light neutral eyeshadows from MAC that accentuates the natural shadows of my eye. I curl my lashes, add some of this Benefit They're Real mascara that I swear by. Add a touch of this NARS Orgasm blush to my cheeks. And lastly, I add a bit of color to my lips with Charlotte Tilbury's Bond Girl so I don't look like a zombie sucked the life out of me on a Monday. Then I soften it up a little bit so it looks more like a tint by applying my Glossier Balm.com lip balm over it. Then I try to hydrate my flaky ass skin with some CeraVe, I don't know how to pronounce it, but honestly, I think I need a more heavy duty version of this because my skin gets so damn dry in the winter. Then I spritz on some clean smelling fragrance. My favorites right now for just feeling fresh at home is clean fragrances in Skin and Rain. They smell so freaking good. Hello, welcome to my homework office setup thing. Now, in these lovely uncertain times, I actually work from home, which is so nice and honestly such a privilege because before quarantine for my job, I actually was required to travel Monday through Thursday, and even though traveling can sometimes be exciting, Waking up on a Monday at 4 a.m. to catch a flight is really not very fun. As a business strategy consultant, which means my hours range from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. typically, or sometimes 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 8 a.m. to midnight. It really depends on which project or which client I'm on and how demanding they are. Working in my pajamas have been honestly so freaking nice, but sometimes and some days the fashion nerd in me just wants to get a little bit more dressed up for work, even though it's just for myself. It honestly makes me feel a lot more productive and empowered when I'm dressed up, and it also just helps me sprinkle a little bit of normalcy back into our lives that we currently definitely do not have. My favorite semi-professional work from home outfit consists of actually this beige sleeveless blouse from Aritzia, which is super light, flowy, and comfy. Not gonna lie, I kind of like wearing my PJ shorts still because they're so soft and comfortable, but what is going to tie the look together is this white sleeveless coat dress thing from Zara that covers the PJ shorts and actually makes you look so much more put together, but still maintaining that maximum comfort. I usually add some minimalist rose gold or gold jewelry like this watch, as well as some threader earrings, and then I start work. I started making pour-over coffee in quarantine and invested in this device thingy-majig called a Chemex, and it kind of looks like lab equipment. I think pour-over made with this thing is so good. I use this paper filter from Trader Joe's and use about 2 spoonfuls of this very specific roast of coffee from Boyd's called French No. 6, and it is described by the packaging as intoxicating aroma, seductive and sweet. So if that doesn't turn you on in the morning, I'm frankly not sure what will. The key trick to making good pour-over is to pat down the coffee grounds. If the granules of coffee grounds are more compact, water seeps through them slower, therefore making a more bold and flavorful and rich coffee. Making your own coffee saves you so much money, especially in New York, and I actually got mine from Amazon using the subscribe and save button, so I get it also discounted. Also, it knows when my caffeine addict self needs another shipment of coffee, so yay Amazon's algorithm, please take all of my money. For breakfast, some days I want savory, some I want sweet, so usually on savory days I like to do 2 slices of Trader Joe Rustico bread toasted, avocado, and 2 eggs, usually scrambled. On sweet days I usually do yogurt with berries and nuts, or oatmeal with berries, bananas, and nuts, or honey almond butter toast with bananas. I'm a huge breakfast person, so I think it's one of my biggest meals in a day, and realistically speaking, my breakfast is usually at least around 500 to 600 calories. Start my morning with some coffee and always a glass of water. One of my New Year's resolutions is to drink more water, as it is a resolution every single year, but having an app like this random one I downloaded really helps remind me that I should really be hydrating and not dehydrating myself. I start by reviewing my email and tasks for the day and putting some down on paper in my little notebook if I get overloaded with stuff and want to stay organized. Some days I have a lot of work, so usually I will start work while eating breakfast. I am pictured on my phone, but usually I am on my laptop, but I cannot show you my laptop because I would get killed for client confidentiality and probably get fired. Alright guys, that that is the end of my New York City morning routine as a business professional and an adult figure skater. Please feel free to take any part of this morning routine and incorporate it into your own morning routine, or not incorporate any of it at all. Just a reminder, just because you don't wake up at 5 a.m. doesn't mean you're not a great and productive human being, because productivity means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. This is a routine that I keep up week after week after week, but that doesn't mean that some weeks there are days where I just feel like I want to do nothing but just be a freaking potato in bed, and that is okay. We don't always need to be so hyper productive. It's good to take days off so you can maintain this consistent level of sustaining a productive routine. That doesn't mean I'm just gonna go like, oh, throw this routine out the window and just be lazy all the time. It's more about finding balance and giving yourself the time to recover. It took me personally a really long time to find this post-college adulting life balance, and I hope everyone who watches this video does as well. Alright, I am going to go back to work before I get killed, because we love corporate America. Alright, see you guys next week. Bye!